A nomad drives his livestock across the plains of northern Mongolia, just as his ancestors have done for centuries. But an increasing number of Mongolians are reluctantly giving up their traditional herding life and moving into the city. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia's capital, is one of the fastest-growing cities in the world. In the last 20 years, its population has more than doubled. 71-year-old Namdag is one of the hundreds of thousands of Mongolians who've traded their lives on the open steppe for a cramped existence on the outskirts of the capital. He says he misses his old life, but that life on the steppe is too difficult. Experts say climate change is partly driving the migration. Weather pattern changes resulting in extremely harsh winters and drought conditions took a heavy toll on the nomads' herd animals, forcing many Mongolians to move to the city. With its hot summers and cold winters, Mongolia is reputed to have one of the most extreme climates found anywhere on Earth. But average temperatures in Mongolia have risen about 2 degrees Celsius in the last 60 years, more than most places in the world. Global warming is also believed to have brought an increase in extreme weather events. According to the director of the Institute of Meteorology and Hydrology in Ulaanbaatar, that makes herding difficult.
Due to this global warming, number of weather extremes are increasing also again. This is the dusty days are increasing, dust storms also more intensity and then more frequent also, particularly in the spring season.
Rains in the summer have become shorter, while snowfall in the winter is heavier. Most importantly, the warmer temperatures and drought conditions have dried the soil, stunting growth of the vegetation that feeds the animals. Global warming, predicts Zazaya, may ultimately lead to the destruction of nomadic life in Mongolia. For now, many nomadic herders continue with their traditional lives. There are still an estimated 33 million livestock in Mongolia, more than 10 times the number of people. On the windswept steppe outside the provincial capital of Muran, 60-year-old Basanjav made preparations to move his family into the sheltered mountains for the winter. Mongolian herders move their homesteads 4 times a year, sometimes in the same season. Basanjav says he wants his children to maintain the tradition of herding. He says his father was a herder and that it's important that his grandchildren continue in the same footsteps. But the odds that his grandchildren will grow up to be nomadic herders and continue this proud Mongolian tradition are becoming increasingly uncertain.